to cast a spell. Inside shell plus 5 points magic armor. I guess those are just notes for myself. I wrote now we're in battle zone 4.
Oh, the combat stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the last mission statement I had was that an Earth priestess had contacted Arrestra with a message to return to Bagnot.
Okay.
Yes, and so that's how we ended up there.
So I guess we were victorious in the assault on Kodros Island,
Mm-hmm.
and now foraging. So we can.
So,
Mm-hmm.
return
Really?
to the ruins of what? Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep. The Dragon City. Yep.
So we've already left Bagnot. Okay.
Well, cross the river, and we could always just go down to New Kodros and cross the river again, right?
I mean, we're traveling by foot, right?
Unless we could figure out how to get a loon.
Yep. We did loon last time.
Summer.
Summon. Yep.
Summon or summer? These are different things.
But do the two things do the one thing?
The one thing does the other thing.
Yes.
Guess you walk into the water and pray, huh?
She does her thing. Yes, she does.
Have though? Yes, she does. What?
Of course. Yes, loyalty. Well, it's at 90 or 86% loyalty to Aslira. And in the past, I believe we used the worship Aslira skill. Or wait. Yeah. Yeah. And as it happens, I still don't know what her worship Aslira is.
Mine's 25, but
No, I think it's loyalty. I use loyalty.
You I believe we did do that, did we not? No, maybe we didn't.
Nobody joined. Yeah. What are, I guess, to join the initiate, you have to know what her runes are, right?
Spend power. That's the main thing. Spend power.
Well,
no.
No. You can be a lay member, but you have to have one of the runes at 50%.
As we're looking.
Yes.
That makes sense for elemental.
like I'm a lay member of Ronaldo, just naturally. Most women are in this part of the world, but they're not an initiate.
That would be logical.
And as I recall, you had to pass a swimming test, which both Summer and
swimming?
David
And I-
succeeded at.
Not hard.
Yes,
when you
we
breathe
did.
water.
And I have my water is 0 and my movement is 17. So I don't think I'm a likely.
sing.
Yeah.
My water is 0. My movement is 86.
Yeah. See, you're more.
Well, Yeah.
My water is 40,
My
but
swim
that's
is
not good
30,
enough.
but
right, but swimming. Where's swimming?
it's
there it is.
agility. So that's
It's only 30%.
Oh, you and I swim as well as each other.
Yep. Now, normally, and I admit I'm being meta gaming here, but isn't there 5 rows or things you have to and you have to pass 3 of the 5 when you're tested?
Isn't that for initiate? We're talking about lay membership.
Oh, lay members. Okay. Hang on. For swimming, you mean? Yeah, the question. Oh, yeah, we're in Bagnet. I'm just
You have to have
checking.
a swimming skill of 50%.
Okay.
Never mind.
Keep in mind that you can inspire to get to that 50%.
That's what he just told us.
The inspires only unless I critically get the plus 40. I ain't going to get to 50. Well, maybe I'm at 28, so I guess just get a special. Right?
Well, there's other things we can do, which is to improve your agility.
Or
Agility
training.
affects swimming.
Yeah.
So if you look at all of that, you're probably not that far off.
Right. My agility modifier is 15%. Okay. I'm not sure I'm going to be. I have Dex 17. Okay, so I don't think that's going to be able to be raised easily. So learning or
Try.
training the skill would probably be the better way. But yes, but he is right. If my worship is, if I succeed in a worship, right? No. To augment, I can simply use the rune. Right? Yeah, but I could also augment by my rune. Yeah, movement. I would choose movement because my water is 0. Yeah. I mean, air is my big one. Yeah, water, what's that?
So that's why I
It's
was
something
asking.
I do once every 6 months, whether I need it or not, right?
Yep.
Brian, did you listen when I was talking to Bob? Is there a listing of all the deities with their associated runes that you could quickly cross-reference to find out?
Blue Book, page 47.
The blue book?
Yep.
Of course, then you have to go to the new books to find out if they.
Which one's the blue book?
Rule book.
The rule book.
Rule book. Okay.
I call it the Blue Book because it's blue. It has Orlanth in the front.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. There's a limited number of them.
Yeah.
Those are the
not
basic
all.
ones.
Let's see, how many truths are there?
3.
Humak, Lankerme, and
Yamalio.
Yep, Yamalio.
But that doesn't
Oh,
count
like
the
mine.
deities. But that doesn't cover the deities that have come out in the new deity books.
Right.
Yes.
That's true.
We've been
Yeah,
talking
I
about
just-
this
I
so
just-
long, I don't even remember what we're talking about. This is like, I think
We
this
got
is much
distracted
more
from, we need to summon a
worse
loon.
way, than actually
Yeah.
failing at whatever we're trying to do. I would much rather fail at whatever we're trying to do than continue to talk about this.
Yeah, so what it is, we need to summon a naiad from the river, right?
Right.
And then
that's
she
what you
can
did
summon
like
the
that.
loon.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
That takes a worship a Slira roll that can be augmented by your loyalty.
Okay, rolling loyalty first. Success.
Outstanding.
And you'll have to tell me whether 54 makes it or not for summer.
Otherwise, we take a chariot.
What is her base worship?
I do not have that number.
Okay, let me look under stuff. It's a magic skill, right? What's your magic
Yes.
skills modifier?
14.
That does not sound correct since everything's a block of 5.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's her power?
21.
Okay, that's 15 alone. What's her charisma?
17.
Okay, that's another plus 5. So her modifier for magic is 20.
Okay, changing that.
Worship has a base of 5, so that's 25.
As I recall, you had a random roll that gave us some percentage to begin with.
Many of us have horses.
I think just you and Bob's got a chariot.
They've been staying here in Bagnot.
It would be cool to go over that. How much a horse cost?
Not much.
Because we got lots of
We got lots of money.
cash that we accumulated.
Go ahead, Bruce, and roll
Good question.
a d6.
3.
Add 3. So that's what, 28?
Okay, so 28. So I'm gonna write that down. Okay, and the augment roll gave her what, 20%?
Yep.
So she missed.
Yep, by 6%. But she's not the only one there that can do that, right?
Who else can do it?
Anybody with the worship of Slira?
Yep. I have to succeed on a worship 25 first.
No, you want to augment first, right?
Oh, augment first. Yes. So I want to roll on my movement. Let me get to the dice roller. No, let me go to the other one.
By the way, I'm in Lunar Tarsh, by the way.
Hmm?
I'm in the Lunar Tarsh owlbear.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for right now because I brought it back up.
Oh, okay.
Up
Alright,
there's
look
all
down there,
there.
look.
Okay, I see. Come on. Come on. There's owlbear.
There's a fellow on YouTube I've been listening to recently called GM Philosopher, and he uses owlbear too.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I noticed that. He actually broadcast one of his games.
Okay. So I need percentile roll.
Yep.
Roll. My roll is 64. And my 86 is my movement. So yes, that is a success. That's 20%, right?
Yep.
My worship is 25, so it's a 45.
Yep.
Okay. Grow is 76. Nope.
Okay, not successful. Anybody else going to give it a try?
I don't have that worship.
I think we all have it.
There's a baseline of 5% plus your magic skills modifier.
Yes. This is the same as worship skill, right? SCYLLA.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how you actually knew her initially, was as Scylla, right?
Right. Yes. Now, I have a worship skill of 20, but since my water is 0 and my movement is 17, I think attempting to augment it is more likely to end up with disaster than success.
But you can augment with your loyalty to Scylla.
Ah,
Which is
well, my
74.
loyalty to Syl is 83.
There you go.
How'd I get
All
that?
right. Let me give that a try. $91.
Oh, you can still make the roll.
I can still make the roll and hope for the 20.
Yep.
Yep.
She's busy.
Oh, close.
Close.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. If he's standing in water, is there a 5% bonus?
I think you need to be standing in water in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's that, Michael?
The base modifier is 5 plus what?
Your magic skills modifier.
Yeah. So I have
That's
a
5. So for me, that would be 10.
same for me.
That's
But
still
you-
possible.
My water rune isn't bad. It's 40.
What's your movement rune?
What you can do, your
Yeah, don't you have loyalty to Scylla on there somewhere?
should be.
I don't.
I think we all.
My
got
movement rune is 50.
Well,
That's
there you
better.
go, that's your highest.
Yeah.
it. All right.
All right, let me
I'll
grab
try.
some dice. Come on. Actually, I'll just do it online. I don't have dice within grabbing reach, so
Yeah, it's okay.
What I started doing.
I'll just do it on Owlbear. You guys ready for me?
Go for it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Or I'll try to augment it. Here we go.
Oh, no!
It looks
Wow.
like a double up, but it says 20.
That's 100
It says 20, though.
because I rolled 2 d10s. But it's
Oh.
100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's 100.
Oh.
Here's my try.
I think you can't breathe water for a while.
Hey.
Yeah.
13 out of 74.
That's a
Yay.
success. Now, is it a special?
13? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So that's a plus 30?
That's correct.
Okay, so then I got my base 5. My magic is 5. That's 10. Plus 30 is 40.
There you go.
40.
Roll it, baby.
Here we go for the loon. 41. Standing in the water.
Can I still roll even though I fumbled my augmentation?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You need a 5% or
glad-
less, though.
I'm glad I got my 100 out of the way.
I watched them roll a 5. No?
67.
67.
I should
So I
probably
guess-
find out what a loon is.
It's a giant magical bird, like a swan.
Cool.
You've ridden on them before.
41
Nice.
rounds to 40, right?
It's on, in the real world, it's on the Canadian dollar.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they call it loonies.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
It's called a loon. Yep. I made my augment roll.
Okay, there you go. Plus 20.
That's a miss.
Well, we can always get a
Oh,
boat,
okay.
right? Because we're going down river.
Yeah. Guess we're going with a boat.
You could just walk on the bottom of the river.
That would take forever.
Mhm.
Nobody see it.
Yeah.
Sneak up on it.
Oh,
Why don't we
shoot.
just buy horses and go?
It's a long way.
Yeah, what are we going to do with them when we go in? How are we going to keep them
Where is
safe?
it on the map?
We're gonna do what we always did throughout childhood playing D&D and just tie them to trees outside. Wish for the best.
That's right. You're going down. I forgot you're going down river. It's going to be faster than I thought.
Where's the old Coldros? It's not on
In
the
the
map,
center.
right?
Just north
Oh, the old
of.
one.
It's just north of New Coldros.
Just on the
Yeah.
other side of the river. That
No, it's on this side. Well, it's on the inside of the river.
on
Yeah.
the island.
It's on the island.
South of furthest.
I didn't know it was on the island. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold
Map
on.
doesn't
Let
really
me.
zoom in too much.
Oh, just to remind you, Brian, you are recording, right?
Yep. Uh huh.
Okay. Just
Although
wanna
the
make sure.
first few minutes, I was silent. I
Oh,
forgot
okay.
that I need to actually click myself on there. Okay, that's not doing anything. That's interesting. So if we look at the map, oh, here it goes. It's spin up again. Here we go. Here's Cordros, right? Oh, is it going up there? Yeah. There you go. See old Cordros? See that
No,
gray
no.
thing just north of it?
I see New Cotros, but you go on.
Just north of New Codros is that gray thing.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right by Acre? Or to the...
It's just north of Cordros, New Cordros. It's
Right.
just the next building.
Thing.
Right here, I'll show
Okay.
you. Right here.
That's
Yeah,
New
that's New Codros. Yeah.
Where's
That's
New
old.
Codros under it
Old.
is above it?
This is new.
Yeah,
Right. All right.
that's what I'm thinking. So they're both on the same side of the river,
Yes.
but one is on one branch and one is basically on the other.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, you could look at it that way.
Got it. I understand.
And both of them are far away.
Yes, they are. Because we're over here at Bagnot, which is down in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Ole.
Wow,
But you can get a boat.
far.
That's not an issue.
Okay.
And then we can travel downriver, which is going to take half the time I was anticipating, so the cool encounters will not occur.
Okay.
Along the way, though, you'll run into fishermen a number of times.
The river's back up.
Oh, I want cool encounters.
No, you don't. When the game master says, "Oh, these are cool encounters," I don't want them.
Yeah. Is it cool for the game master or cool for the player?
Well, in my opinion, they're cool for both.
Yeah.
Okay, those are the really scary ones.
Okay. But we are going to have to beach at night, aren't we? So that'll take it longer.
Cordros is overrated.
So we don't do that. Okay, so you get most of the way down the river on the first day. Camp off on the side that night. The next morning, as you guys are packing up camp, everybody can roll a listen and a scan roll.
So we don't have a loon.
Nope, just on a boat.
All right, listen.
Although the jury is out on how many loons are actually in the party.
I think they all are.
Looney Tunes. Roll a scan and a search.
Yep.
I have a
Daytime.
normal. If I have a normal success for my listen,
normal success for scan. You say scan and listen or scan and search?
Listen.
Listen.
Failure.
Ooh, 99.
And I
Failure
hear-
on listens, normal success on scan.
I might have a special success. Yeah, I have a special success for my scan.
Oh, okay.
Okay, regular
scan-
success
my-
for both.
My scan is 79 and I rolled a 15.
Outstanding. So, Restros, you guys are getting ready to push the boat out. And you're looking back just to make sure that you guys didn't leave anything out there. You can see movement back up into the shrublands.
I point and say movement. And
Back in the what?
The shrubs
Shrub- in the
up off
shrub.
the,
Oh,
up away from the
Okay.
riverbank.
and I kind of splash back onto the shore and walk slowly up in that direction.
Okay, roll a d6 for me.
Okie dokie. A D6 for me. 4.
Okay. So as you come walking up, ow! My cord caught on my leg.
Well, that's not right.
You will see. Oh, in fact, you will recognize this. Well, not recognize specifically, but a dwarf will come walking out of the brush.
This is a dwarf, but not it's not one of the dwarfs that we've met before.
Correct. Oh, the only dwarf you would recognize was that leader guy.
Right. Well, that's what I was. Or the guy that that where we went into the temple. Or
Right. Yep.
whatever
The guy
it
who
was.
hired you to go into the temple.
not him though, right?
Not him.
Not him.
Okay.
So I said,
Greetings.
yeah. What do you want, dwarf?
Go ahead and make an insight roll.
Okay. My insight.
Wrestler's charisma is.
Yeah. Insight is okay. What type of skill is insight?
Perception.
Perception. There it is. Very good.
Do we mean inside own species or dwarf?
No, this is dwarf, so I assume
Oh,
it's a 15.
Ideally, you want dwarf, so it's just the base.
Okay.
Yeah. 15. 14. I succeeded.
Oh, okay. So obviously, you can tell that he is taken aback by your verbiage and seems somewhat insulted. Roll another d6.
Roll another d6?
Yep.
Okay.
I sit down, cross my legs, and say,
Five.
"This will be fun."
But he will say that he and his comrades are in the area investigating disappearances from their hall. Are you aware of any similar events happening among your people?
Yes.
Well,
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Persons
In
or
only as much as we are aware of people being kidnapped and brought to Old Cordros for purposes that we don't know about.
Okay, but I think you're referring to items, right?
I heard him say people.
People.
Oh,
Yeah, members of their hall.
I see.
Yes.
You
And
have
I kind of glance over at at David and say, that's what you were thinking of, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Though I don't
I-
recall seeing any dwarves in the
no,
prisoners that we saw last time.
me either.
And I'll look back at the dwarf and say, yes, we've been in Old Cordros. That's
Mhm.
where we believe prisoners are being taken.
Yeah, for sacrifice.
Interesting. Would you mind that if you were to find any of our fellow hall members to set up a sign to let us know?
What type of sign are you thinking of?
Mm-hmm. How do we do that?
The golden arches, perhaps?
Can you make such things?
Tell us where to fly, and I'll send an owl to you.
We will be in this area for some time.
It's a big area. Can
If
we be a
you're
little more specific?
if you're out, well, he's if your Alfred can come here in the mornings, I can send someone in the mornings to check.
He's listening to you right here on my shoulder.
Talking about the river near Bagnot?
No,
think
we're
we're
actually
standing
closer
in the
to. In fact,
Where are we on the map now?
Put a ping on the map.
can I ping? Where's my ping? There we go.
Oh,
Just
I see. Okay.
yeah, we're just outside the river on this side.
Temple Origin Moon.
Yeah,
3/4 of the way down.
yeah. I thought we were a little bit further up than that. That's even more appropriate. Then my reaction is even more appropriate.
Get them. Moon goddess.
And we're on the right bank of the river. Then that's where your ping was.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
East side.
Mhm.
Send owl with report.
Mhm.
I would like to ask the dwarf a question. Are you interested in coming to New Cordros
Or tool.
to investigate?
Go ahead and make a perception roll. I mean, insight roll. Just the base because it's a dwarf.
Oh, just the base?
Yeah.
Yeah. My base is a 5. I mean,
Well, push your modifier. But it's not going to be that much higher to get to a 30-something, wasn't it?
well, I mean, you said just my modifier is a 5. There's nothing else. I don't have a dwarf. I don't have insight into dwarf. I have insight into my own species is 25. So that's not enough.
Yeah, so your base would be a 5. You could always, you might make a roll and succeed with a 5.
I just rolled. And
Yeah,
I
he
got
rolled
30.
missed. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I missed the roll. I'm
Seems
sorry.
like yeah.
He says, not at this time, no.
Okay.
Quick question, Brian.
Yeah.
Didn't the other dwarf give us a coin? He gave us some kind of token to that other dwarves would recognize us as having helped he and his group with
That's a good
the
point.
Empire of the Worms Friends temple, whatever that was.
Yeah, that temple,
Was
yeah.
Who has that? That's a really good point. Great memory, Bruce.
Yeah.
So
am I
metagaming?
misremembering?
No, I think that sounds accurate. But I mean, metagaming, like, it's just officially stupid that my insight is 5. I mean that
Yeah,
only
it's
a
5
utter
plus your.
moron.
Don't you have a characteristic modifier for that?
No, it's 0 plus his characteristic modifier is 5.
I
Yeah.
see.
So it's just
It's being able to understand the nuances of Dwarvish personality, which,
Right.
yeah, that makes sense.
So Mike can type in dwarf and get a check mark.
That's right.
Mike has already written it in.
still stupid.
Where'd it go? That does sound familiar. Oh, here it is, the dragon and the dwarves.
Sorry, I don't mean to hold up the byplay. It seems
But
like
no,
this
that would
might be
mean something, right?
irrelevant.
Yeah.
One would think. But we might just mention his name and ask after him in a polite way.
Garstal, by the way, was the dwarf's name. And he will say, I am not from Dwarfhold, so I am not sure.
Very good. Well, if there's
try.
nothing else, perhaps we should move along.
I think we're pulling over and making camp.
No, we're leaving.
I think
We're leaving.
We're leaving.
Yep, it was in the morning.
Oh,
We're just getting ready to leave.
Yeah, I saw it as we were leaving, and I splashed back and walked up the bank.
Okay, we continue down the river.
Yes, continue down the river. Yeah, I was just double checking because that sounds familiar, but I can't find it in the scenario.
Yeah, as I recall, it was each culture has its own unique greetings that they afford one another. And I'm pretty sure I asked the dwarf to teach us what the appropriate genuflections are in meeting or greeting his kin. And so that's what my recollection
Okay.
is. I don't know if it was a specific token or not, but
Proper
etiquette.
etiquette. There we go.
yeah, yeah.
Instead of, what do you want, dwarf?
Exactly.
Yeah, even if I'd known what it was, it's not like Aresta would stand on such ceremony.
True. Okay.
So dwarves are creatures of the earth, so I was a little less hostile than I would have been if it hadn't been some other form of non-human creature.
Okay.
I never knew a wrestler was such a hater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What can I say?
Okay, so downriver, new Cordro or old Cordros
Lose.
is where we are.
At least we know our
Yay.
way around a little bit. All right. What do we say when we come up against newts?
Remember us?
Dragon.
We're back.
Yeah.
We had a plan as to how we were going to pursue this. Are we going to throw that on the side, and just go into attack the center keep, or what's our? Do we have a plan? Do we care to make a plan?
I wasn't here for formulation of the plan, so I'd love to hear it.
You were. That was back some time ago. It was. There are people out capturing victims, trading them off to the skeletons who take them into old Cordros.
Probably for sacrifice.
So we learned from somebody where that's occurring, and one thought was to stake that place out and um, you know uh, beat up the people bringing slaves into the boat. So it was just a thought. We don't have to do that. Um, but I just want to remind us that that was a consideration, whether we care to pursue it or not.
It was probably the prisoners that we freed told us where to go, who they were.
Probably.
Well, I can do that.
That is an option. Another option is that we I mean, the way that it was worded at the beginning of the session tonight was that we were asked to return here because we really didn't return with much.
Back in a moment.
Now, what that means is that loot or is it like freeing people? I don't know. What's your all's interpretation of that?
Originally, he wanted us to investigate because Old Cordros is a ancient Empire of the Worm's friend city.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sending us because of our success at the library and at the Dragon's. What was that place? Temple? Was it a temple? I think it was a temple. Anyway, so we had two successes there related to Emperor of the Worm's friends, archaeological sites, if you will. And Old Cordros is another one. So
we seem to be we kept becoming the Empire of the World's Friends experts within the army.
So it was pretty vague. It was basically go investigate, see if there's anything interesting going on here.
And we did.
Yeah, we learned that the dragon newts are not allowed to let humans in.
Yeah.
But we talked our way in anyway.
Yeah.
And then we had a big battle.
Yeah, and then we nearly got killed.
And then our way to that cave, that's when we saw the ring of prisoners being led by skeletons.
I remember all that. Yeah.
And we interdicted them.
There's also a dark troll here.
Yeah, there's a dark
big. There's a big ass troll somewhere stomping around.
That's true. There's a cave troll in the old city.
Northwest.
Yep, where the city's been all burned down to almost nothing.
Okay, so let's return to options. Ambush, slavers, assault, Old Cordros. Option 3 would be other than those two.
Mhm. Kill the bad guys.
Okay, that'll be option 4. Kill the bad guys, or maybe subset of the aboves.
Yeah.
I'm going to count it down. 3, 2, 1. No takers on any of it. All right, that's
No,
awesome.
I would like to go and ambush the
Okay, we got a
basically
vote.
the hand of the stolen captured people that it's occurring on a regular basis according to my notes.
Squeeze information.
That's what we did last time, wasn't it?
Yes,
It was, yeah.
and we nearly died.
Yeah.
No.
No, it was fighting the dragon roots we nearly died.
Yeah.
Fighting the slavers was like,
Untying ropes. And
Skeletons were really, really tough because they're hard to kill,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that
So
was
we
the
need to.
one.
I wrote in November. I wrote we need to recover and consider taking on the slavers. So
There you
I'd say
go.
we do it. Let's follow through.
Okay.
works for me.
What's your
I
vote?
mean, that fits into my plan of killing the bad guys. I agree with you.
I remember.
That's
aim
Chuchi's
for the
vote.
head.
Yeah.
What's David's vote?
You're asking me what I want to do?
Yes.
I think we should ambush the slavers. We need to. One, they're the ones providing resources for whatever the heck's going on in Old Cordros. Bad. So taking care of them helps resolve that issue.
Those are my thoughts.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a win on both sides of that equation.
Yes.
so where do you want to set up the ambush?
Wouldn't that be
Where they
outside-
told us the ambush is occurring.
Yep.
outside the
Or I
city?
mean, there was a dock. There was a dock that they were taken to, and they told us where that was. So I think the answer to your question is we want to set up surveillance on that dock so that we can see the comings and goings of if they're bringing prisoners in, you would think that would be fairly obvious. So that would be my suggestion as to how to pursue this. And we can use the owl to survey while we keep a good distance so that we don't spook anybody.
Okay.
Can I remind everyone to be wary of the ogres, which is advice that was given to us from Leadtooth, the troll. The dark troll.
Yeah, especially since they're very
Yeah,
hard
so
to
I
distinguish
agree
from-
with Bruce that we should go ahead and kind of stake it out and then wait for them to come and then ambush them.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is
Works
the
for me.
dock area that the prisoners were brought to.
Since we've done it before, I think it should be manageable.
I don't see it.
I don't
Let
either.
me get the Dawson, hold on.
Are you looking at Old Cordros or are you looking at
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we're on an
New
old Cordros.
Oh, so I have to switch.
So I'm confused because we want to get the people on the riverside, not Old Cordros port.
Oh,
That's where they bring everything in. We want to get the people. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we want to get the people that are out on what is that island called?
Codros Island.
Yeah, Cordros Island. That's where the victims are coming from. We want to get the people that are out rounding them up.
well, they didn't
Right?
come from Cordros Island.
Okay.
They came from across the river.
Oh.
So
from
where's
the
Old
north
Cordros?
side.
Okay, so if you go back to Lunar Tarsh,
Mhm.
Old
It's the one above it.
Cordros.
And
Old Cordros is just above New
Yep.
Cordros,
New-
right?
Lunar
So
Right.
across the river is Cordros Island.
No, we are on. Well, New Cordros is on Cordros Island.
Yes.
Old Cordros is on Cordros Island. The captives came from the other side of the river.
Oh yeah,
North
The-
south of
Okay.
furthest.
Yeah, north or west, the right bank or the left bank.
Can you put a dot where Old Cordros is?
What map are you looking at?
Lunar Tarsh.
The
Is that-
broadcast or just Albert?
We're I'm in Albert. We're looking at the
Because I was trying to show it on the broadcast so that anybody who's watching this could see what was going on. That's why I asked.
see.
But I can see it on,
I think we're all in Albert though.
Well, I'm
Brian,
on
I think we're
both.
all in- oh,
Okay, here we go.
this is Old Cordros, right?
Correct.
here.
Yes.
Now, are the captives coming from this side of
Yes.
the river or
Yes.
this side of the river?
Okay. All right. I took
This
both
side of the
those
river, that
structures.
group that you intercepted and freed came from this side of the river.
Okay.
Okay. I thought
Got it.
Old Cordros
Right
was on
bank.
the opposite side of the river from New Cordros.
Oh, no,
Pretty
no,
sure
no.
that
They're on the
was-
same island. Sorry.
Hated.
And,
Okay.
and that makes sense with the dwarves because the dwarves were also on the right bank of the river. So
That's true.
if
The dwarves were over here.
Yes, but they were on that bank of the river as well.
Yeah, they were not on the island.
Correct. Everything's been happening. The captives are, and if the dwarves are captives, then they're all coming from the right bank of the river. My next thought is that since that's the case, at some point they're going to have to be. There's got to be some sort of a landing or dock or something on that bank of the river that the captives are marched onto in order to put them on the boat to ship them across to Old Cordros. So that's what we need to find is wherever it is, the transshipment point on the north/right bank of the river.
Right. And it could be any number of thousands of places.
Yeah, okay.
So only actual docks are going to be at like this little town here.
Yeah, okay.
And probably won't be transporting, prisoners through a town.
No.
So when we asked the prisoners where they were put on the boat, what did they tell us?
Put on the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right over here.
Exactly.
Okay. So directly across.
More or less.
let's go there.
I was about to say either that or they're coming from the Temple of the Reaching Moon, which would be exactly what Esther would suspect. But,
Let's keep it simple. Let's just go to where they're getting on the boats.
yep, we're gonna go and try to find where they're getting on the boats. Let's search along that riverbank.
I agree.
Okay. That is doable. Let's go ahead and make two search rolls.
How many?
Search rolls?
Two search rolls.
Two search rolls. Right, 50%.
Sir.
I gotta go to Owlbear.
30.
One normal success.
Oh, by the way, Lunar Tarsh, you have to accept me. By the way, Brian.
Ooh. 19. That might just be short. No? Yes, it's just short. An 18 would have been a special, and 19 is just
Regular.
My first is successful, and my second is not.
Okay. And to help put things into perspective here, these hexes are 4 kilometers across.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, question.
Mhm.
Are we searching 4 kilometers or are we going to where they told us they embarked?
I'm assuming you're starting where they told
We're
you
starting-
they embarked.
And
Okay.
we're searching along in that area, yes. So I have
That's
two normal
accurate.
successes. One was almost a special, missed it by one.
Same with my first one was a fail. The second one I missed the special by one. So no success.
Yeah, I have one of each. One fail, one success.
So I think I've got a special, but I
That's
need
what
to
we
look it
need.
up.
What's your skill?
77.
Man,
15.
So I
That is
rolled
a
an
special.
11.
Okay, so
That
that's
is a
special.
Yay!
So you can find in the Muddy River bank where there had obviously been some kind of a boat pushed off into the river or pulled up onto the shore.
Okay. Let's search around this area for tracks coming and going.
Okay.
Is anybody good at that?
Yes,
Tracking? No.
yes.
I have a 28.
Subutai was.
They they teach me to track so I can hunt down oath breakers.
Channel your inner
Oh, and I rolled
Subutai.
100.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to channel my inner Subutai and search right now.
My ability is 82, but I rolled 100.
Well,
I
I'm
am-
married to Juchi's wife. I mean, Subutai's wife, so... I mean, Subutai's sister. So I'm gonna try to
I
reach in the
have-
family.
I have found something that I'm tracking that is nothing to do with what we're looking for.
Well, I rolled a 14 and I needed a 13.
What do we do? I stepped away.
We're rolling tracking. We're trying
We're
to
tracking
find,
for signs of distress in the mud.
or for the signs of the wherever it was that came in and out. We found the landing site. Now we're tracking where the tracks on and off the boat have come from, whatever.
I just got a 14 and I needed a 13.
And I got 100 and I needed an 82.
Well, 100's tracked right into the river.
Yeah.
So Arestra's in quicksand.
Yeah.
Hey, Harester, can you swim?
Not very well.
Yeah,
She
but
slipped
breathe water.
whoosh, into the river.
Breathe water. There you go. That's good. I'm glad.
That's true. You can do that.
So Summer made her tracking.
There you go. Because I failed to swim.
Yay, summer.
That's what we've got summer for, is to back us up.
Regular success.
Oh, we would have died years ago without summer.
She needed a 15 and she rolled a 6.
Yep, that's our summer.
No success.
05 is always a success.
That's a regular success.
Yes, that's what I said.
Apparently
Regular
so.
success.
And it has been weeks since you rescued these people. So no tracks can be found.
Okay.
It's getting
Okay,
dark.
So the implication is that they're coming from anywhere. Okay.
Well,
go to the-
if you were capturing people and bringing them to Old Cordros, anywhere upriver would be a safe place to get into the river to bring them down.
Mm-hmm. We should have been looking, as we were going downriver, we should have been looking along the banks for something that might have been their landing site or where their boat is.
Yeah, but it could be any boat, right? I mean, it's just
Mhm.
like a fishing barge or something. It could be anything.
Probably.
I think we should just kind of camp out here and kind of keep an eye on it. I mean, it's as good of a place as anywhere.
Well, that's a good question too. How difficult, what can we see of Old Cordros from this bank? would it be possible for us to sit on this bank and keep an eye on that dock and look and kind of look for comings and goings?
Well, if we're on the opposite side of the river at this point and they bring prisoners in, we're too far away to do anything about it, right? So, I mean, that allows us
Well,
to
not necessarily
say,
too far. It would take you time to get over there.
okay, and
Yeah, but we could.
I'm confused because I thought our objective was to prevent them from getting on the boats.
well, that's the idea. But if they can come from any bank, I mean, anywhere along the river, that becomes an impossible task, right?
Oh, I know, I understand that. So that's not going to happen because
Right.
Brian
So-
Brian wouldn't let that happen.
So the next best choice is to intercept them where they land, presuming
Yeah.
that they land at the same place in the port, which is not necessarily a given. It's just, the best starting point. So, however, once we see a boat coming into the harbor, we can respond to it, right? If we had to move. But
Right.
I would venture a guess that they're going to land at the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah, I think that's a good idea, but I think it would be preferable to, if we can, just maybe stake this out a little bit. Like, I just feel like there's going to be more security at the landing spot than there will be where they're getting on the boat.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we could find that.
So how much time would it take? So we see a boat coming, we see it churn to make its way into Old Cordros Harbor. How long from that point that we make that determination will it take us to get across the river? Because that's the time frame for us to respond to anything they're doing if we stay on this side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So let's be practical about what that means.
How wide is the river here?
That's what I was.
Also, we're going to be exposed when we're coming across the river.
Yes,
That's true.
that's not a great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's a great thing that we're going to try to do that.
Yeah.
I think we kind of have to pick one or the other.
We do.
Yeah.
Can we camp here for a night and see if somebody shows up, and then if they don't, we'll go to the landing?
Sure.
If you had to guess, it would take you 3 to 5 minutes to get across.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but Bruce is right. I mean, they're going to see us coming a mile away.
Yeah.
So I think my vote would be for us to camp here and see if we can surprise them. If they don't show up, then we'll go to the landing area and try to figure out a plan there.
Yeah. Alternatively, we could stop every boat coming down the river until we come across one that's got a
Are you a prisoner? No, I like being here.
I'm wearing these shackles because we're on our way to a costume party.
Skeletons.
Oh my god. Yeah, sure. Let's set up camp. We'll get some rest and set a watch and see what happens.
Okay. But Restra, your question is, if you look at the city, it's dark. It's only it's a sliver moon tonight, so there's not a whole lot of light.
right. Okay.
Now, are the stars still twinkling off the water level? Yeah. Would you be able to see a boat go by? I would think so.
Okay.
You guys go ahead and play. I got to leave for 15 minutes. I'm sorry.
15 minutes?
I do. I'm sorry. I got to go. I'll be back.
That's all right.
Well, and actually, I need to make a 5-minute.
All right, let's take a break then.
Yep.
All righty.
Okay. Sounds good.
I forgot to unpause it after our break. So the video will be really short.